Welcome into the Chiefs Report. I'm your host, Harrison Graham. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV, but just hit that big red button. All right, let's take another preview, another stab at Super Bowl 55, some injury updates, and just some keys to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I said, we're 5 days away from the big game. Chiefs still sit at 3.5-point favorites. That line has not moved much. Bucks total over-under between these two teams at 56.5. Again, as we sit 5 days out, this game will be on CBS, but we're going to have a watch party here on the channel. So like I said, make sure you're subscribed. I can't wait for Super Bowl 55. I think it was a good thing for both of these two teams to have the extra week off, but the anticipation, you're used to playing every week. You're coming off a couple of playoff wins, then you have that extra week off, but now Super Bowl week is finally here, and we are just days away from this big matchup. Who you got? KC for the Chiefs, TB for the Bucks. Let's hear it in the comments. I want to know from you guys. Type KC for Kansas City, type TB for Tampa Bay. Who do you got winning this football game? Obviously, these two teams played about, 2 months ago now? Chiefs won it 27-24. This game was not as close as the scoreboard suggests, as remember, this was the Tyreek Hill for 200-plus yards in the first quarter game as Kansas City jumped out to a huge lead, and then, like they did a lot this regular season, farted around for about a quarter and a half, and the Bucs were able to get that late push against the spread there to make it look a lot closer than it actually was. But if Kansas City plays their best football, I think they should win this game. I'll get to some keys to victory in just a sec, but first, if you want to bet on this matchup, there's only one place to do it. It's chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. That'll take you to BetUS, and you can use our promo code Chiefs125 to get a 125% deposit bonus. Put down $100, give you $125 for free. Go bet on the Super Bowl. I'll show you some prop bets that I like in just a minute. And if you're a new BetUS customer, you can get a jersey after you get going with BetUS and place a bet with BetUS. Email us, chiefs@chatsports.com. We'll hook you guys up with a free Chiefs jersey. Show us proof that you placed a bet on the Super Bowl, and then we will hook you guys up. New customers only, so if you've already gotten going with BetUS, you are ineligible for this. But if you haven't signed up yet, this is your chance to get a free Chiefs jersey. Here are some of the bets I like in this game. Chiefs -3 or 3.5. I got it at 3, but even at 3.5, I still like the Chiefs over the Bucs. Mahomes over 27.5 completions. I am a huge fan of that. I think the Chiefs will throw early and often. Tom Brady over 39.5 attempts. I know that's a lot, but I think the Bucs are going to be playing from behind. I think the Chiefs will try and make sure they make the Bucs one-dimensional. Look for Tom Brady to sling it a lot. Those are bets I like. Make some money with BetUS at chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Let's take a look at some injuries here. I think these are the 5 names to keep an eye on as we get closer and closer to kickoff. I think L'Jarius Sneed, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, those guys are good to go. Sammy Watkins, I'll list him as probable at this point. He's been practicing. I think he will play. So he's been dealing with that calf injury. Same deal with Le'Veon Bell. He's returned to practice. I think he'll be out there. Don't know what role he'll have, as Darrell Williams and CE8 should be your 1 and 2 as far as running backs go. Willie Gay Jr., not looking good. I don't think he'll play. He's doubtful for me. Antonio Brown, questionable. I think he's leaning toward playing, but that knee has slowly been progressing, so we'll see. And then Antoine Winfield Jr., who missed the NFC Championship game as well. I'll go probable for him. I'm guessing he likely will play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's how those guys are trending right now, but a lot can change over the next 4 or 5 days. Here's some keys to victory. Number 1, pressure Tom Brady. The Packers in the second half were able to get some pressure on the 43-year-old quarterback, and he started throwing the ball up for grabs, and they picked him off 3 times. Tom Brady can still slice and dice you when he has a clean pocket. He can still make all the throws, but that arm isn't quite what it was. You get him off balance. He kind of can throw the ball into dangerous ways at times, like we saw against Green Bay. He's one of the worst quarterbacks against major pressure. If you can get home with 4 or 5, Spags draws up some timely blitzes as well. I think that'll be a good thing and will lead to some success. I'm predicting a Honey Badger interception in this Super Bowl. He's been flying around this postseason for the Kansas City Chiefs. So pressuring Tom Brady, to me, a major key to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs. bigger game for these two guys, because these are the two guys you're looking for, and you paid to get pressure in these type of games. Type CJ for Chris Jones, type FC for Frank Clark. Clark's coming off a 2-sack game. He just seems to turn it up in the playoffs. Let's hear from you guys, CJ for Jones or FC for Frank Clark. Now get subscribed to the channel and join us on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, for a watch party. We'll go live 20, 30 minutes before kickoff. We're leaning toward a half hour before, so what is that, 6 o'clock Eastern time? I think it's a 6:30 kickoff time. We will be live on the Chiefs Report, so subscribe right now and turn on those notifications so you're notified on your phone. You're like, oh crap, they're live in 30 minutes. That way you can hop in, you can join the live chat, we can watch the game together, and we'll have a whole lot of fun. Subscribe, join us, it's going to be a good time. Number 2 key to victory for the Chiefs. This Chiefs offensive line needs to hold its own. Doesn't need to dominate, but it can't get run over by this Bucs front four that is extremely, extremely legit. These guys get after the quarterback for Tampa Bay. Todd Bowles, to me, won that game against Aaron Rodgers and the Packers because they were able to get consistent pressure on Aaron Rodgers. I think 5 sacks in that game for that Bucs front four. JPP, Shaq Barrett, and Ndamukong Suh, all those guys really can get after the quarterback. And Patrick Mahomes, while he's magical, is playing behind a makeshift offensive line. So they just need to hold their own in this game. Don't have to be anything special, but you got to at least win half of these battles, because if you do enough of that, win frequently enough, Mahomes can make the plays. He can escape. He can get on the run, make those throws on the run to Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill that he tends to do, and this Chiefs team will be just fine. He just can't be running for his life on every play. This Bucs front four is good. We'll see how the Chiefs offensive line stacks up. Are you worried about the Chiefs offensive line? No Eric Fisher, no Mitchell Schwartz, Osemele not playing. A lot of guys are out right now. I'm not super worried. I'm a little bit worried, though. I'll probably still type my Y for yes. But when you have Patrick Mahomes, I think you are in good enough shape. So let me know what you guys think. How worried are you? If you are, Y for yes. If you're not, N for no. And finally, and this is just obvious in any big game, especially in the Super Bowl, your stars have to be better than their stars. Obviously, Mahomes has to be better than Brady. But also, Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill need to just be who they are, right? They've been dominant all season long from the regular season. They've been awesome in the postseason as well. This dynamic duo has been the best in the NFL this season, and that needs to be the case on Sunday. Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill need to be better than Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, and I'll throw in Antonio Brown as well if he ends up playing. These weapons for Patrick Mahomes, and maybe Sammy Watkins is out there as well, need to be better than these guys on screen right now. If the Chiefs' weapons deliver, they will win this football game. They're more explosive. They're more reliable. They've been better this year. That needs to continue on Sunday. Whichever stars show up and perform at a higher level, that's who's going to win this game. Role players are important, but when the games are on the line, the biggest games of the year, we all know it comes down to the star players. That's what happened in the Super Bowl last year. I think that's going to happen this year. Whichever stars show up will win this game. Who will win Super Bowl MVP? It's likely down to the quarterbacks, but weird things have happened in the past. Predict it for me. Who will win Super Bowl MVP? I'm rolling with Mahomes. Let's hear what you have to say down in the comments. So Super Bowl 55 is set. I'm excited. A few days away from kickoff. We'll be live for a watch party like I said, so subscribe and join us. And get your score predictions in right now. Chiefs versus Bucs. Final chance here on the channel, except for before kickoff in the watch party. Predict the score. I'm sticking with my OG prediction, 34-27. I'm not changing. I'm not budging. I think this will be a game the Chiefs control. The Bucs will hang around because that's what they do, and the Chiefs tend to let teams do that at times. I like Kansas City by a touchdown. Maybe Tom Brady makes it interesting late. Give me Mahomes, Super Bowl MVP. Give me the Chiefs. They run it back here in 2021.